run it back. Told him put the money in the bag, double that. Run it back, run it back. Told him put the money in the bag, double that, double that.
Run it back, run it back.
Run it, run it, run it back, run it back, run it, run it, run it back, run it back, run it, run it, run it back, run it back.
Run it back, 100 stack in the truck with his fire tag. Punch the gas, run into the future.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to one of the fastest rising cities in the U.S., the capital city of Austin, Texas. It is Week 16 in the NFL, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the Caps of Austin. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Herbert to throw right away. And this intercepted on the first play of the game.
A part of why they came to this week with a winning record is that they feed off of mistakes like this, and now it's a prime opportunity. Just moments in the game to get a short field touchdown off of their big defensive play. Now on the other side, they were already the underdog in this one. They just made their uphill battle just a little bit tougher.
Here's Barkley. This is caught. Touchdown, Saints. A great play there. With a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Saints take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Lutz with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Now, the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is, and his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I noticed his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, "Let's go, big boy. You're still our leader."
Here's the first carry for Austin Ekeler. He'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28. Now you look at the Saints defense. They were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
Anytime you can hold a team to less than 10 points, your expectation of winning that game is sky high. In fact, you'd absolutely be stunned to come away with a loss.
Going to throw on third down with Herbert. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big one there on third down. They hit for 30 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Evans has it left side. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 38-yard line.
Crowd right.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long.
Go.
Herbert now. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. picked off by Caleb Farley. And the Saints are going to take over at their own 41.
At their own 41-yard line.
A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Benjamin St-Juste.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
And they're going to motion Dotson to the left. Running on 1st down, Eckler. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Big Christian Barmore was there on the tackle. Here's 2nd and 10.
At the 46-yard line.
Herbert. And a catch right side by Evans. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And now it's 3rd and 4. This defense for the Saints very strong in that victory a week ago.
Yeah, they held them to just 7 points. And if you rewatch the game tape, and I did multiple times, it was amazing to me that the other guys even got 7. They were absolutely dominating on that side of the football.
Here's Herbert. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt that in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. They snap it to Herbert. Look in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this 1st quarter. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 9-yard line.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. Doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. And he'll be just shy of the 20 at the 19 as he goes out of bounds.
Brings up 4th down.
And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And now the rookie's free. How about this? Racing to the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there. With now 15 rushing touchdowns on the year. And the Saints' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. When they dialed up that fourth down run, something tells me they didn't envision it hitting all the way up in the end zone.
No, I think you're right about that. But how many times do we witness short yardage runs, stacked defensive front, everyone pressing the line of scrimmage?
Yeah, there's not much help on the backside there.
If you pop through, there's no one back there, and we just witnessed it there. A long sprint to the end zone. Probably looking around wondering, where did everyone go?
Lutz good on the extra point, and it's now 14-0.
14. That's nothing. Will Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football, because as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change at quarterback, running back, tight end. It doesn't matter. Get better players, better system, so they can play to the standards of the defense, and the win column will result.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. You look at this Saints defense. There are 32 teams in the NFL, and they're just better than 50% of them at defending the pass, number 16 in the league.
So I'm prepping for this game. I kept asking myself the question, what's keeping this group from being top 10 in the league against the pass?
And
too many mistakes, especially little mistakes. And those add up into big mistakes. Big mistakes add up into points against you.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. Run those extra defenders on the field. Dime package, lots of speed. No space to fit into football.
on is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. Here's Moore on the return. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. First and 10. And it'll be taken down here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. From the 41, here's 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. Fields. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 110 yards rushing for him now as his fine rookie season continues.
And the Saints first down.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now Barkley. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Barkley. He completes it to Olave. 23 yards the pickup there. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he's just going to run right into that big old defensive end. And that play going nowhere. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
I have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw again. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions of what was once a nice drive. Stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the 4th down.
The kick by Lutz is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps, and the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
Well, no, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
And he'll work this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run. But for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
It'll be a gain of 5. And now that sets up 3rd and 2.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game. But in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Now Herbert off the bootleg. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Not many boos just yet from this home crowd, but they may be starting soon as I'm starting to detect an uneasy murmur through this crowd. This offense, they've been lifeless in this first half. And now here's another punting situation and a 4th down.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it.
Home to trips right.
They'll try and throw for it here. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Derek Stingley picks it, and he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
First down 10 at the 49-yard line.
On 1st down, it's Fields. He'll take this to the 46.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
From the 46-yard line, a 2nd down and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Fields. They're still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
But really, that was no surprise there. They've been running it well all game. And I know goals change all the time, but any team will take that type of run each and every time.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Up the middle they go. Fields. And he is going to have a Saints 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A gain of 9 yards. 1st down, New Orleans.
Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 25 yards that time. And they'll send the slot in motion left. He's going to handle it on the touch pass. Right, a great read by the secondary. They come up to stop that touch pass before it can even get back to the line. The defensive coordinators love that. You got a cornerback willing to stick his nose in there, come up on run support, and stop that pop pass dead in its tracks.
And partner, one good thing about trying to defend that play, you should see it coming the whole way. You see the receiver coming in motion in your direction. Nice job eluding the blocker, making the play behind the line of scrimmage, but an even better job studying the play before you have to try and defend it in a game.
2nd down and goal. Barkley. And it's caught. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal. Rager, the man in motion. They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. Right, a great read by the secondary. They come up to stop that touch pass before it can even get back to the line. Well, they tried to catch him by surprise, I think, there with that little pop pass on third down, but no luck.
You're right about no luck, but I did like the idea. I like the thought process. Make an unconventional call on third down sometimes. It can pop big. In this case, it didn't.
Will Lutz now to try the New Orleans field goal. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Now Lutz for the field goal try. And it's a fake. He's going to throw it. Got it inside the 10. Still not a first yet. The fake field goal catches everyone by surprise. And the Saints are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Lutz to try to add the PAT. And the lead is now 24.
Makes the score Saints 24, Caps nothing. Will Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Baylor Tiger. Baylor Tiger.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Airing this one out for Evans. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25.
5-9. Foul. Go.
Now it's Herbert. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Derek Stingley picks it inside the 20. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more.
Down and goal to go at the 1-yard line.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Saints would extend their lead here just before halftime. Lutz will look to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Caps nothing. Will Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. Herbert's throw taken in by Evans here. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. A final shot before the break for Herbert. Look at Mike Evans' way again, and he's got another one. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position.
36-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
From the 38 now, here comes 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Fields. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there. His 21st touchdown of the season. And the Saints come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter.
The kick is good.
Lutz with the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Will Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. On first down, it's Herbert. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Christian Barmore in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And they weren't in zone coverage, they were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team that had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began, thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion, one more good rep, and they get off the field.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Christian Barmore able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Back to throw here, Herbert. Only able to gain a couple there, and that'll make it 3rd and 13.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he is caught, and he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down, that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a 1st down. I think the defense fell asleep with the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
Herbert on 1st down now. This is caught by Evans. And he's taken down inside the 30. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a 1st down. Here's Herbert. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Leo Chenal. And the Saints are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
Now a 2nd and 10. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Herbert following the turnover. They'll roll him out, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play-action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Herbert now. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
And now here's another interception.
Derek Stingley picks it.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Lutz to try to add the PAT. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
The score, Saints 45, Caps nothing.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Herbert wants to throw it on 3rd and 1. This is swung out to Eckler. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
Ray.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
That's good for Boston.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack.
A loss of 4.
One quarter remains here in Week 16. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Austin. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack.
Ready.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. Gets it off to Freeman. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll make it 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Hey, go lion. Set.
Going to throw on third down with Herbert. Complete. It's Dotson. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that's going to make it fourth down.
Baylor Tiger. What is that?
They snap it to Herbert. Throw left side complete. That's Evans. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. So after the big play on fourth, here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Again, Herbert. And this is caught at the 8. Touchdown! A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Cavs are finally on the board here in the fourth quarter. So they get their tight end away from the line to the outside, and he works his way in for 6.
Tight ends are not just blockers anymore. I don't know how many more times we need examples, but here's a great one. Gets to the outside, they give him the ball pretty quickly, and they trust him to get those extra yards, and boy, did he come through, bowling his way into the end zone after the nice catch.
The offense going to stay on the field as they will line up and go for 2.
Go.
Complete at the 1. And he will get into the end zone as the deficit moves from really bad to slightly less than really bad. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Saints hands team able to rein this one in. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
211 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Are you kidding me? Really? Are you kidding me? Does this have to happen?
Okay, great. Let's go.
Now Barkley. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, up big here in the fourth quarter, up really big. That pass and incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but, Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points, but they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
Slot man moves right.
And he'll get it here on the touch pass.
And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. That one goes for 24 yards.
Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Another shot from the one on 2nd and goal. Here's Barkley. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Touchdown, Saints. From a yard out. And the Saints stretch this fourth quarter lead even further, and they are closing in on win number 12 of the season. Lutz will look to add the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Will Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
Home trips right.
And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete.
Go.
Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
Go.
On 2nd down, here's Herbert. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Crowd right, crowd right, crowd right. Baylor Tiger. Baylor Tiger. 5-9, 5-9. Real.
Herbert on 3rd down now. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And he's taken down here by the Saints. And the offense moving quickly to the line. A shotgun snap for Herbert. That one downfield for Dotson. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Caleb Farley. And he'll get this back across the midfield, striping down to the 47-yard line.
At the 47-yard line.
And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning.
Smash, smash. Bring it.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Fields. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Fields. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 221 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size,
This intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. He needed a yard. That's exactly what he got. Earns him a new set of downs. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they are powering through, and they're controlling this game.
And they will take a knee here. Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.
So for New Orleans, the wins keep coming as this one moves them to 12-3 on the year. And they'll get another road date next week. Meanwhile, for Austin, it's another loss as they now fall to 4-11. And they'll be on the road next week as they travel to Pittsburgh to take on the Steelers. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.